Okay, now how does this thing work? So am I live? Am I live? I don't know. Oh yes, I think I'm live. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I think I'm live. Am I live? I'm looking at it on my phone. I'm using a new piece of equipment and I'm trying to make sense of the whole thing. Is it live? Is it live? Is it live? Having to look at my phone to see whether it's live or not. My phone doesn't seem to be doing anything, so I don't know if it's live or not. And I'm not even sure how to see comments either, which is kind of crazy. So it's like, I don't know if anybody, if this is, it says it's live, so maybe it is. Maybe it is. I wonder if I can go see it on the page. Sorry, I am just making this up as I go along. Have you ever noticed that? I'm giving this a try to see how this works. Because I thought it'd be so cool to just kind of try something different here. See how it works out for me. It may fail dismally. Let's see, let's see. I can see me. I can see me. Let's, let's see, let's see. I can see me. Yeah, but which one am I hearing? I don't even know. Let's see, let's see. I can see. Okay, let's switch off the sound because that's probably just confusing issues. Let's have a look at this. Let's just assume that this is working. We'll just assume it's working, shall we? Next time, just do it from your phone, honey. Trying to make sense of this thing. Okay, I'm just going to assume that it is working. Okay, affirmation for today. Let's just play a few notes first so remember where we're supposed to start. Okay. Oh my gosh, I am born. No, we're going down. Let's change key. Yeah, this is what happens when it's live, see. I am born to win, and I make it so. Ooh, let's have a look at the phone. Can I see myself? Can I see myself? Yeah, this is what happens when you just kind of make things up as you go along, right? Okay. I am born to win, and I make it so. That's what we're talking about today. It is all about the fact that ultimately your day, the way you begin your day, it absolutely determines what you get out of your day, okay? Who you choose to be determines what you get out of your day. So how do you start your day? It'd be great to actually hear from you guys, although I'm not sure how to see comments this time because I'm doing this thing and I'm not sure how it works. Tell me, guys, how do you start your day? Do you just run straight into the day, or do you take a few moments to actually catch your breath? I personally wake up very, very early, earlier than most of my household because I want time on my own. As a leader, I just think that you need time on your own, okay? So do you take some time for yourself? Or do you think it's impossible to create time for yourself? Because yeah, I have 3 kids as well, you know. Some of y'all have children, some of y'all, you know, you have to get them ready, you have to get them organized, you have to get your partners organized, okay? Blah, 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 blah. Your house may be very hustle bustle. My home is definitely very hustle bustle. I home educate my children. They're always here with me. And yet I get a heck of a lot of stuff done every freaking day. Why? Because I start the day with intention. What is your intention for each day? How do you start your day? I need to remember what this affirmation is. It's really low. Let's go somewhere else. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. So that is our affirmation for today. Although I can't quite figure out the chords. What were the chords? I am born to win. Okay. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born Something like that. So this is it. Okay, so what I want to talk about today really was to remind you guys that one, you do need time on your own. If you're not creating space for time on your own, you will struggle to actually get the most out of your day. So here we are. We know that we're born for more. Yeah. We know that we're born to do amazing stuff whilst we're alive. Okay. We know all of this stuff. And yet, if we do not create the space to create that, then we just kind of get dragged by the nose through the day. We just kind of do whatever anybody wants us to do. We follow everybody else's agenda. We don't get the results that we want out of our life. So if you are someone who knows that you're here to do much more than what you're currently doing, if you're looking at your life and you're wondering, is this it? Okay, I recognize that all of y'all, you've probably reached some level of success. But if you are the person I'm speaking to, you know that there is more. Okay, you know that you're not quite where you would like to be yet, and you want more. Okay, so if you want more, you're going to have to, one, create space for that more, because nobody's going to create room for you unless you choose to take that room yourself. For me, definitely, first thing in the morning, I wake up between 4 or 5 o'clock, something like that. I wake up. Why? Because I have 3 children, okay? You may not have that. I have 3 children, I have a partner, everybody's always together, which is great, okay? I've created a lifestyle where, yeah, my family gets to be with me all the time, I get to be with my children, I get to watch them grow up, which is exactly what I wanted, so no complaints about that. But if I do not create space for me to design the life that I desire, then I don't get that life, okay? This really feels kind of weird because I'm looking at I've never done this live where I'm looking at my computer, so it kind of feels really weird. Guys, tell me where you're streaming in from. I see there's a few of you on here. Tell me where you're streaming in from, because I'm not really sure how to see the comments or anything, and there is a bit of a delay. So I'm saying stuff, but what I see is seems to be a little bit behind what I'm saying. So it's a little bit confusing because I'm actually watching myself on my computer and I'm watching myself on my phone as well, just to make sure that things are working, because this is the first time I've used this software, and I thought I'd give it a go because I like the idea of scheduling it in so that you guys know when I'm actually coming on. But then at the same time, I'm still trying to make sense of the whole thing. So excuse me if I look a little bit unsettled, because I feel a little bit unsettled. I've never done it this way before. Oop, and there goes my phone. But anyway, guys, tell me where you're streaming in from, although I have no idea where the comments are going to actually turn out, because normally I'm looking at this on my phone. So I know how that works. But yes, are you creating space for your dreams? Are you creating space for the business that you want to build? Are you taking the time to actually get your head in the right place? Okay, because if you don't do that, then you don't get the life that you desire, okay? You have to, I don't know, sometimes we kind of get into this thinking that things are just going to happen to us because we have this idea, this vision inside of us for what we want to create. And there's sometimes this passivity that goes with it. I think I either wrote a post about it today or a few days ago, where I did live a very passive life, where I just thought, well, you know what, I can see the vision of what I'm going to create in my life. And so maybe it's just going to happen. And it doesn't just happen. There is no spiritual magic bullet. There is no magic bullet, full stop. There is you making a decision that, you know what, I am going to have a profitable day, because one profitable day adds up to another profitable day and then another profitable day, until I get to the point where, yeah, I am creating the dreams that I've always been thinking about in my head. And I know it took me about, 28, 30 years? No. It took me about 30 to 32 years for me to finally realize that if I am going to create a successful business, a successful life, if I am going to impact the number of people that I see in my mind's eye, then guess what? It is up to me to create days that kind of add up together to build a very successful life. And I think we need to be told and reminded of this time and time again, because even thankfully I'm at the place now where I recognize nothing just happens by itself, okay? I used to kind of think that, if I prayed long and hard, then maybe the miracle would just kind of drop down from the heavens and come and meet me somewhere, but it doesn't work that way. Now I know. But I used to think that it did, okay? But actually, if you are born to win, you are going to be the one that makes it so. And that starts with how you start your day. Now, some of you, this is the middle of the day if you're in the UK, but if you are in like America or something, this is the beginning of your day. Are you already rushing into the day? Are you already, maybe there's a baby calling you, or maybe there's a partner already, or there's a boss waiting for you somewhere. So have you woken up just in time to get yourself to work? okay, or to get yourself to your first appointment, rather than creating space for you to design your day. Because if you don't, again, if you don't choose to do that, you don't get the life that you desire, okay? It's like Spirit is giving you the ability to create wealth, to create the dreams inside of your heart, but unless you take the time to make it a reality, it's just a dream. It's not real until you choose to make it real, okay? Okay. I am born to win, and I make it so. I am born to win, and I make it so. I am born to win, and I make it so. I want that to be your affirmation for today, okay? Because, yes, you are born to win. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But it's up to you to actually create the win, okay? It's up to you to decide that you are going to win. This really feels really weird. I'm sorry I keep saying this, but it does. It's like I can't see anything. I can't see anything, so I don't know if I'm just talking to the air. Okay, so yeah, number one thing I wanted to mention here was, yeah, wake up earlier. Wake up earlier than everybody else in your world. Wake up earlier than everybody else in your world so that you create that space for you, one, to get out your journal. Actually, where is my journal? Oh yeah, it's right here. It's in front of me because I have notes written in it. I write in my journal what I'm deciding or who I'm deciding to be each day. So that's one thing that I definitely spend some time writing out. Now, I choose to be a leader every day. I choose to be someone who actually impacts 334,000 people every single day worldwide. I choose to be that person. And originally, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I would probably have thought to say that out loud is a delusion. How dare I say such a thing? But again, if you are living from that place of, oh, I better not tell, or better not really completely own the big ideas and dreams inside of me, then how are you going to make them happen? Because if you're kind of hiding and saying, okay, well, maybe it will work, maybe, I'll just kind of wait and see, and do a little bit here and there. There's an uncertainty in your energy that comes out in the work that you do, okay? And if that uncertainty reaches the people that you're actually here to serve, they won't trust the energy from you. They won't trust you, and they won't quite know why. But it's because first and foremost, you don't trust you. You don't trust the vision inside of you that if it is given to you, it is yours to create. So you have to trust you first. You have to choose to believe in yourself. It's not that I wake up every morning thinking, I believe in myself. No, I make a decision to believe in myself, to believe in the dream inside of me. It is a decision, and then I write it down. This is who I am. This is what I choose. This is who I have to be today in order for me to make my dreams become a reality. I make it happen, okay? I make it so by, well, one, I write it down. The act of writing this stuff down makes me feel as if I'm creating it. It makes me feel like the person I have chosen to be. It's an internal decision. This is who I am. This is the life I'm creating. And it is so because I've decided it. And you can see how the actions I will take from a place of this is who I am, this is who I choose to be, this is what I choose to create, are going to be so much more powerful than any actions I take from a place of, well, I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to do this. Is it, yeah, and all of that kind of stuff. So can you see that you start to create your reality by what you choose to believe about yourself, okay? And it's a choice. You don't suddenly wake up one morning and feel, oh yay, I'm just, the top of the world. No, you get to feeling like the top of the world because every freaking day you'd make a decision to feel like the top of the world, okay? You make a decision to think you are the top of the world so that you start taking action like someone who's at the top of the world. I know, there's part of you thinking, yeah, but if everybody thinks that they're at the top of the world, then who is not? Everybody has a right to think that, okay? And frankly, it's not your concern what anybody else is thinking. For right now, you need to do what will work for you, okay? And you know what? That's it. You need to figure out what will work for you, knowing that Everybody else has the same choice, okay? Everybody else gets the same ability to wake up in the morning a little bit earlier than a household and write out there who they choose to be. Everybody gets to choose that, okay? The other thing that you want to be writing down is your goals. What are your goals, okay? Yeah, they'll probably change, but for today, I like to write my goals out as frequently as possible because, yeah, they are ever changing, that's fine. But then at the same time, it just kind of reinforces it in my head. It reinforces it in my head because this is it. This is it. Every day, you're probably walking through your life, listening to an internal dialogue telling you of all the things you cannot do, the things you haven't done. You're probably hearing the voice of your mother or your father saying this thing you did do or didn't do. If you're very blessed, you have the voice of father and mother telling you how much they love you. But if you're not, then unfortunately, the brain has a tendency to capture more of the negative stuff than the positive stuff. You know what I mean, right? And so that is playing over and over and over in your head, over and over and over in your head. And it is training you to believe less of yourself. You may have accomplished all kinds of amazing stuff, but if you are not taking control of your brain, and a great time to do it is first thing in the morning, if you are not taking control of your brain, then honey, it is controlling you. Okay, it is controlling you. You may be born to win, but unless you make it so, it isn't gonna happen. So, I am born to win, and I make it so. I am born to win, and I make it so. I am born to win, and I make it so. Remember, you are born to win. You are born to success. Abundance is your birthright. Freedom is your birthright. All of that stuff is pretty dang amazing, but it comes down to you making the decision to choose it. To choose it in every moment. To be the person who just kind of like, you know what, I'm not putting anybody else's agenda ahead of mine any longer, okay? You may think that that makes you selfless. It doesn't. It just means that you're choosing everybody else's agenda, and I don't care who it is in your life, I don't care how much you love them, if you do not put what you are trying to create first by one, telling yourself, you know what, I am going to wake up a little bit earlier, or go to bed later. Okay, I personally think the waking up earlier thing is better, but you're going to create space in your life for things to happen. And I don't know, I know I keep coming back to this, but it's kind of really weird to be doing this and not really know what is going on. Basically, at all, I don't really know what's going on. I'm just kind of talking away. You know what? I can see in my mind's eye my 334,000 people. So I'll just keep talking away. You can join in, listen in, or whatever. And you know what? I will see. I can't even see anything. I can't see what is going on at all. So this is a strange thing. I'll have to get used to this, I think. I quite like the idea of doing it from my computer, but I'm not so sure that I like the idea of not knowing what is going on at all, okay? But anyway, so yes, you write out your goals. So as I was saying, you are training yourself with what is going on in your head. So you need to make the decision to choose what is going on in your head. And it will take some training to get to the place where you're not hearing just the negative stuff, that you're also hearing the really positive stuff. I am someone who is abundant, you know, I am someone who is here to lead lots of people, I can change the world, all of that stuff, or whatever it is for you. But also your goals here. What are your goals? Write down a monetary sum. What is the amount of money you want to be making? Write it down, get clear. What's it called? What's the word? Look at or investigate any resistance that pops up inside of you when you mention a number of money that you want, and there's resistance inside of you. Look at it. A lot of people walking through life completely not aware that they are sabotaging themselves. Let us not be those people. We are people of action. We are people we make our goals happen. We make our dreams reality. We don't just dream it forever. We actually make it a reality. It's, you know what, even if you're in ministry or whatever it is that you're a voluntary worker or you're trying to start up a charity, you have to recognize that unless you get the privilege of serving people, and the only way you're going to get to the privilege of serving people is, yeah, you start to do the work of getting in front of more people. Now, it's easier to do the work of getting in front of more people if you've decided what your goals are. Okay, if you've decided who all your goals are, and you've decided how you're going to show up in the world every freaking day. You have to, I cannot emphasize just how important this is to you getting the results you want. this whole waking up and running into the day and being pulled from one side to the other by everybody else's agenda, it must stop. It must stop. You cannot, this as a leader, this is not the way you're born to live. Okay? You, yes, I come on here every day or whatever and talk and blah, blah, blah. But listen, if you're going to build a business, making money, doing what you love, if you are going to watch your children grow up, if you have kids, if you are going to be able to give to the things that you want to give to, if you are going to be able to live where you want to live, how you want to live, okay, without worrying about bills or worrying about debt or any of that stuff, honey, it isn't going to happen by chance. So something as little as how you start your day is influencing you every freaking day. It is deciding for you what results you get. So are you being deliberate about it? Are you living your life deliberately? If you've been in my world for any length of time, you know I'm all about living life deliberately. And why? Because I lived life passively for so very long. I gave in to the nonsense for so very long. And now it's like, enough. Okay? And I refuse to go back there again. Here I am, at 37 now. And it's like, how much time did I waste living small? Because I wasn't paying attention to what was going on in my head, how I started the day. Okay, yes, I've always been someone that kind of woke up around about 6 or something. So I do some exercise, I do quiet time, all of that stuff, which is great. But then I got a lot more deliberate about the fact that I'm not just, because a lot of my early journals were just full of me complaining at God. Complaining about all the things I didn't have yet and all of this stuff, and not realizing that actually it was very much down to me. Okay, because I had, and I've always had, and you always have the power to create wealth. All the wisdom you desire and require is already inside of you. But if you do not choose to tap into it, you don't get to avail yourself of this amazing stuff. And so for me, I've been journaling since I was a teenager. I still have some of my teenage journals, the ones I was able to rectify or rescue from Nigeria. But still, I was, as I said, complaining and moaning and groaning and just kind of writing out my thoughts. But then I got deliberate about it. Because, I realized all the complaining and moaning and groaning didn't actually get me anywhere. What did get me anywhere, get me somewhere, was when I decided what I wanted out of life and who I was going to be every single day. So even my prayers changed. No more begging and pleading, oh, please, God, come and save me. No. There's a recognition that I am already saved, so I can live from that place, rather than waiting to be saved still. Come on. It's like chances are you're in my community, you're a spirit-driven entrepreneurial leader, okay? You know that there's more out there. You know you have access to incredible wisdom. You probably go to your religious organization and sing about it or talk about it. Now let's make it a reality in your everyday life. Become the leader who actually defines what you want out of your life. You don't allow fear any longer to control what results you get. You don't go around talking about how I doubt myself, or I'm not really sure, or any of that stuff. Enough. At what point does that become enough? That it's like, no longer am I going to allow that stuff to control me. I don't care how many mistakes you've made to date. You get the choice to be leader any day you choose to. Okay? And I want this to come across as a fairly strong word, because sometimes I'm talking about some stuff and it all sounds also glorious and wonderful. And I do want to encourage you, because I need you to understand that you have much more potential inside of you than you are living to. Okay? You have much more potential inside of you than you even recognize. Some of you all, if you really played full out, some of the results you would get, you couldn't even imagine right now. But you have to get past the fears, the internal self-belief issues, and living from that place of fear and self-doubt. And you know what? I talk to myself as much here, because as much as I do a heck of a lot of stuff, I know that there are places where I hide from because of fear. And I know in those places I am saying that I'm going to surrender to fear. And guess what? You don't get good results when you surrender to fear. You get good results when you surrender to the vision inside of you. You make it a reality by choosing how you start your day as one thing. Of course, there's all the action that needs to be taken. But for one, guys, enough of just allowing any nonsense take space in your brain. It is time you started to actually question that stuff Say, okay, this stuff that I'm listening to in my head, just because it's there doesn't mean I have to own it. Just because a thought alights in your brain doesn't mean it needs to stay there and then you start dwelling on it and make it in a reality. You give it meaning. When there is just, it doesn't, you can immediately get rid of it. But you have to be aware. You have to live in awareness of what am I thinking? And you can do that by starting each day with a decision about who you choose to be and what you choose to create. Your goals and your personality. Who are you and what are you going to make happen? Okay? Because yes, you are born to win, but unless you make the decision to win, you don't win. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I want you to go into your day today, or carry on with the rest of your day, saying to yourself, I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. And just start, please particularly listen to the I make it so. It doesn't just happen. I know you know, because some of y'all, it's like I became a pharmacist. I knew that I couldn't just become a pharmacist just by sitting there feeling like a pharmacist. I became a pharmacist because I made it so. I did the studying, I took myself off to university, I had to work full time sometimes through that whole thing. I made it so. I became a pharmacist because I made it happen. But somehow when we come to live our vision, live out our calling, we think that maybe Spirit is going to come and make it so, or some other person is going to come and give you permission to be it, or something. No, give that up. You are the one that is going to make it so. Why? By showing up and being the leader you know you are born to be. Nobody's going to come and declare that you are a leader. You have to finally just take it upon yourself. You know what? I am a leader. I am here to win. I am here to serve the people I'm called to, and I will do what it takes to make it happen. It is your choice, my honey. It is your choice. And one way you can make this happen is that you start the day strong. You wake up earlier, you whip out that journal, you start writing who you choose to be, what you choose to create, and then you get into action. You get into action. What is it that you need to do? This question I keep saying to all my clients, and I'm saying it to you guys. You ask yourself, what is the best thing I can do next to get the results that I want, whatever they are for you? Get very specific about it. Then stop walking around with your brain taking control over you. Unless your brain, for whatever reason, is particularly positive, you need to be paying attention to the thoughts that are trying to take residence in your brain. And you do that by choosing what you're going to be thinking that day. Yes, choose what you're going to think that day, because you can just keep reinforcing a new way of thinking. And this is how you start to create the life, the business that you actually desire, rather than just kind of like, oh, well, this is life and this has happened to me and the universe is this and this and that. No, we are leaders. We create our experience. We make things happen. You ready? You ready to make this so? Okay, guys. I am born to win and I make it so. I am born to win and I make it so. Okay, so that's your affirmation for today. This has been the Church of R&K. I'm Rosemary Nonny, and I would choose to invite you to join me in the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club. If you are that spirit-driven entrepreneurial leader who knows that you are born for more and you just need the tools to take your business to the next level, to start getting all the customers, clients, recruits that you want online, okay? If you know that you want to give more, you want to be available in terms of time, in terms of money, in terms of resources, honey, a business business your business, if you make that business work, then honey, that enables you to become the person who actually supports and helps every single thing that you have dreams about. You become someone who creates the life that you desire, okay? Just get that business off the ground. Now, I've provided tools for you in the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club, where, yeah, there's a heck of a lot of sales, marketing, and mindset training there for you. So as soon as you become a member of the club, you get access to all of this training that will tell you how to do social media, how to do all your marketing, email marketing, how to do everything you need to do in order to get in front of people, okay? Get in front of more people and ask them to actually buy stuff from you. So whatever it is that you're selling, whether it's your books that you need to be writing, whether it's the music you're trying to put out there in the world, whether it is that you're an alternative health practitioner and you know that you have some alternative, cures or whatever to help people, this is a place to go and learn how to get more clients into your business. Or you have a product that you're selling or different products you're selling. This club is for entrepreneurs that are ready to take action, who know they're born for more and are done with playing small, okay? I am in there every day. You can pick my brain to help you move forward. This particular month, we are looking at the no competition strategy, okay? So I'm talking everybody in the club, all the members, through what to do in order to stand out in their marketplace, okay? As well as I'm going to be talking through, we're going to be doing a live call either next week or the week after, all about how to use social media to your benefit. So if you want to learn this stuff, okay, more to the point, you know you need to learn this stuff, is the truth of the matter, okay? Some of y'all are disappearing into the background. Nobody knows you're there. Nobody knows exactly how to help you. You need to come and be a member of the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club. How do I even type this in here? I'm going to type it in the comments, I think. Hey, Stuart. No, that's cool. Oh, I see comments. Woo! Invincible Rojan says, wow, back at you. I am very well. I couldn't quite see comments until just now, so I'm glad to see comments. Okay. But yes, let me just type in here where you need to go and join in the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track. And if you're in the UK, you know I'm coming to the UK. So come over and come to one of the, the live days, but I'll talk about that at some other time. But for right now, the Deliberate Millionaire Fast Track Club, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, I've made it incredibly accessible because, honey, my mission is that 334,000 people worldwide. I do not want exchange rate to get in the way of you getting the support you need to move forward. Why? Because, honey, we leaders are here to change the world, okay? We started by changing our own circumstances, okay? Then that of our families, and then our communities, and then our economy, and then the world, man. Because if there are 334,000 leaders who have woken up to their full potential, if they have woken up to their full potential, honey, we have the capability to change economies of all kinds of nations, to make sure that nobody is suffering from hunger any longer. Seriously, in this day and age, people hungry, children dying of hunger. Come on, it is up to us, the leaders, to wake up. So this is it. That's why I've created this club. That's why I've made it so accessible to anyone who is serious about taking their life to the next level, okay? Come and join the club. Get the tools you need to build a business that actually makes you able, one, financial independence for you, okay? And then it makes you able and it frees your time to do some of the stuff that you are here to do, to start impacting people in the way that you dream about. Honey, it's time. Let's no longer wait for somebody else to come and tell us how we should live our lives, or some government official or politician or whatever to control our own existence. We are leaders. If we learn how to create the wealth that we need, we don't need somebody to tell you how much you're worth. Are you kidding me? You know you're born for a heck of a lot more than that. RosemaryNonny.com/DM fast track. It is time that you stepped into the leadership role that is yours. You are born to win. Make it so. Okay? It's time to fight for and to deliberately design the life you were born to live. Go and have a look at RosemaryNonny.com/DM fast track. It'd be great to have you in the club. I'm ready to support you in taking your business to the next level. Until the next time, this has been the Church of R&K. I'm Rosemary Nonny. Such a pleasure as always. I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. Actually, I don't know how to switch this off. I don't know how to switch this up. Where am I supposed to switch this up from? I'm not sure. Okay, I think, is this it? Let's try.